right, hello and welcome back to ET Energy World. I'm Himanshi Tiwari and we are joining you from the India Energy Week 2025 right now. I'm joined in by Ranjit Kulkarni, who's the Vice President and General Manager, Energy and Sustainability Solutions at Honeywell India. Ranjit, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Himanshi. Thank you for having me here today.
So the third edition of India Energy Week, we are here. It's huge. The event is huge. We all are talking about, sustainability, technology, innovation, and what not. So starting with, how do you see sort of the role of digital technologies and also automation in transforming energy management and sustainability in India?
It's a very nice question to begin with, Himanshi. I think digital capabilities or digital enablement and automation is a need of the day. Without it, we cannot have energy efficiency, energy independence. And why do we say that so? What digital has allowed us to have access to data quickly, accurately, and at very fast rate. What automation enables is to have it remotely without having lot more manpower, lot of
Yeah.
skilled manpower. And AI enables it to decipher it quickly and make insightful actions much faster than what we could do manually. So we think these key are required for us to go
All right,
forward.
talking about sustainability goal, what are those key challenges that India currently is facing in sort of achieving those sustainability goals, and how is Honeywell and companies like Honeywell helping India to achieve their goal faster and sort of overcoming those challenges?
So for sustainability, we comes in all forms of life. Okay, we are a very big technology provider when it comes to refining world, when it comes to petrochemical world. In those world, we are trying to make product with half the product. So if we don't need half the amount of crude oil or half the amount of natural gas, we are already decarbonizing and becoming greener. We are allowing processing more and more bio feedstock, more and more renewable feedstocks into this refinery, making products greener, cleaner, and with less and less carbon footprint. If we come to new energies, we are trying to leverage all the new forms of energies coming up, whether it is how can we play in solar space, how can we take use of the bio feedstocks, how can we use cooking oil, municipal solid waste, how all of these, which are waste to somebody, can be monetized and made into sources of new energies. So we are quite excited to be in this space.
All right, so talking about energy solutions, you have touched upon a few things, but let's get into the details. What are those innovative solutions that Honeywell is coming up with to sort of help the businesses in their transition towards more sustainable energy?
So some of the key solutions we are looking, if we talk about India and if we again talk of new energies in sustainability, what we are trying to come up, we are trying to use any waste resources. So
Okay.
today we can take any used cooking oil, waste fats, waste greases, any of the waste forest product, agricultural product. We can take any of that and convert it into green molecules. That can be used as a fuel, that can be used to make petrochemicals, that can go into many other building blocks. You're also able to take even the municipal solid waste and convert it into SAF. We can capture the CO2 from air and make it into green fuels, make it into methanol, which is a building block. We can make ethanol and take it into jet fuel. So we are looking at all the molecules that can
All right.
go. So that's one exciting field. Second, we are also looking that when we are talking of renewable energy, that also needs some form of storage supply because renewable is not available all the time. So how do we build that mega storage into this, which will ensure the reliability of this supply for others? So we are quite excited to be doing all of this right now.
All right, talking about India as a market, which is very volatile, and right now we are, as a country, looking towards the economic growth. But talking about that, how do you sort of balance the need of energy efficiency with the economic growth in the market for majorly for countries like India?
Absolutely, and even for India or for even a very or to say any advanced nation, okay, all of the nation have same challenge. So three things: it has to be affordable,
Yeah.
it has to be flexible, and it has to be available. Okay, so all the three things we continuously look into it. The way we look into developing solutions is use what is locally available. Certain regions will be rich in solar, certain regions will be rich in wind supply or wind power, some in hydropower, some in biomass. So we had to develop or curate our solutions, what's available locally. How do we become net zero in terms of local, and that translates into a national goal and then into a global goal. So that's what we are looking in terms of technology placements, technology development. We see lot many opportunities here because India is an energy hungry country.
Yeah.
Today we are about $4 trillion economy. We are going to be 10 and 20 pretty soon. We have
Yeah.
a very solid pathway, which means our energy footprint is going to go multiple
Yeah.
folds.
Yeah.
So how do we build infrastructure which is not there
Mm.
in a sustainable way?
Mm.
How do we make sure that when we start with less and not more? How do we use those carefully? And if we use it, how do we recycle it back?
Yeah.
Whether it is a plastic, how do we recycle it back
Exactly.
to all the things? So we are looking at all pathways. So
All right, the future is bright, as you said, of course, and we are looking to sort of have that infrastructure to develop to sort of move into a more sustainable direction when it comes to energy efficiency. But as we are ending this conversation, Ranjit, what are those trends? You are a prolific leader in this industry for so long. What are those trends that you're looking for in this space for the upcoming few years?
I think for me, the trend, especially in India, is we want to be a global energy hub, which means we want to harvest what we have and bring a new chemical molecules. I see a lot of excitement right now with everybody I speak at India Energy Week. It's an exciting time to be here. It's exciting because we are getting into new forms of energy, we are getting into new forms of molecules, and we are thinking new ways. And while doing that, we are thinking not with the old technology, but we are thinking how artificial intelligence is helping us, how digitalization is helping me to get faster, and how I am using my ecosystem to leverage. When we talk of bio, first thing we should always talk about is our farmers.
Yeah.
They are going to be part of this ecosystem. They are going to be part of this energy chain. So how do they benefit out of it? How does the country benefit out of this investment?
Yeah.
And if we don't do it, we are doing it going to pay somebody else to do it. So why not we?
No, of course, rightly said. And also, of course, thank you so much for this conversation, Ranjit. And as you said that we are moving towards our journey of becoming a global energy hub, and hope that manifests soon for our country. Thank you so much for being a part of this conversation. And to our viewers, stay more for many, many more such interviews and discussions only at India Energy Week 2025.